In today's video, I would like to show you really tiny computer, according as you can see, according my hand. And this is industrial computer named Contec. It's based like a laptop, but also it has expansion slot for PCI and ESA card. So I converted this industrial PC that was made in 2002 or 2001 to a multimedia PC where you can play almost all the games. So the CPU is Intel Mobile Celeron. The motherboard has Intel chipset. It has onboard graphics, and it's very interesting. The dimensions are only 25 to 25 centimeters, and as you can see on the back side, there are a lot of slots to connect. So here is input, it's like AT mode. There are two serial ports, two USB ports, one RAS port. RAS port was originally used for connection like a power supply or like UPS, LCD digital output, mini digital output, VGA output. This particular computer have chips 69000 PCI, 2 megabytes graphic cards, external industrial output for floppy drive disk, the LPT output for printer, and two PCMCI slots. In one of the PCMCI slots I have already inserted the card reader with CF card. Of course there is LAN port and the port for keyboard and mouse for PS2. But I will show you also this computer from inside. So as you can see, there is really not too much space, but I think it's enough. One interesting item about this computer is that the power source has only 5 volt output voltage. So there is no 12 volt output voltage, so you cannot insert, for example, standard IDE 3.5 inch disc. I will just now remove the Voodoo card, and I will show you the CPU. And sound card. So basically, I get this PC from old Japanese mass production line. You can see here the memory is like a laptop. It's 128 megabytes, and also on the bottom side is a module that is on the board, and it's also 128 megabytes. The CPU is under here. Here is a plate that goes to the aluminum plate and goes to the frame. So it's passive, there is no fan. Also there is no fan in the power supply unit. Here is extension card for the LCD digital and PCMCI card, so it can be removed as well, but I think it is not necessary now. And it has just one cable or maximum two drive on the one cable ID, which I exchange to serial ATA from AliExpress. So you can see that this is standard ATA cable, 44 pin for laptop, and this particular converter from ATA I put to the hard drive, which is just 8 gigabytes, is flash drive, but it's completely okay. Originally the hard drive is supposed to be over here, but due to the no space for the converter, I have to put it here, and I use original mount for the hard drive. For the sound card, I use this simple Yamaha. It's a sound card which sounds very nice. I think it's much better than Sound Blaster Pro or maybe Sound Blaster 16. It's just it's like this. And also I saved from the scrapyard this Voodoo one card where somebody put some additional coolers on. The temperature is approximately 45 to 50 degree on the both chip, and I think it's quite okay. So I will show you how it performed in the games like Quake 2. Because I will think this can be interesting computer even for retro gaming, and I will repeat myself, there are no fun inside the computer. Okay, so I connect every cable. Just now I'm turning it on. You can see there is no noise at all. And for these occasions I prepare different kind of monitor, which is Dell 15-inch. Okay, so just now we run into the Windows 98, they are pre-installed here. I will at first show you some benchmarking in the Sandra. So I know that the Sandra was popular from 98 to 2001. And I quite like it because there are complete system information. It's compatible with Windows 95 or 98 or even Windows XP. So from the result you can see that even it's Celeron, an interesting thing that it's marked Celeron 3, 401 MHz, has overpowered the AMD K6, and it's almost as fast as Pentium 450 MHz, so this is quite good. I think that you will mention in the commentary that maybe Voodoo 2 will be more suitable for this computer, and you are right about it, but just now I don't have any spare Voodoo 2 card which I could insert it into this one. So even the multimedia benchmark seems very well for the Celeron CPU. I will not benchmark the hard drive because it will take some serious time, and for the flash drive it's not suitable, the Sandra benchmarking test. So just I will show you the memory benchmark. So this small PC is really capable of overpower standard desktop Celeron PC with advantage of and possibilities to enhance the cards for the PCI and for the ISA slot. Meanwhile, this will take some time, and I forgot to mention that this PC have expansion and PCMCI slot, the two pieces, so you can insert such cards like for example SD card, the reader, or even the Wi-Fi is possible to use in this one, even though I think you might not use these newer technologies or in this computer. So as you can see, the memory is also quite good compared to the BX chipset with 125 and 128 megabytes of SD RAM, and much overpowered by AMD K6 400. So I think it's quite okay for some retro gaming. Just now I will show you the Quake 2 on 3DFX. So if we check the video, we have 3DFX OpenGL because we have 4 megabytes of memory, so maximum resolution is the maximum resolution is 640 to 480. So this is quite okay. I will just play the demo. Even the Quake 2 was originally intended mainly for Voodoo 2 or newer cards. You can see it's fluent, there is no tearing, and approximate FPS is from 25 to 40. So this was Quake 2, and also I will show you the Need for Speed Special Edition for the 3DFX card, which is also very nice to play on this computer. Even I think it's quite faster, but that meaning is there is no struggling for the performance of the CPU and lack of RAM. So I think it's quite better to use Voodoo 1 on a stronger computer that you can really enjoy the 3DFX graphics. So as you can see, the frame rate is very similar to Quake 2 frame rate. It's from 25, I think, to 40. With Voodoo 2, of course, you can achieve much more, like 60 probably, but that's not the point. To be honest, I don't like Need for Speed 2 as I like Need for Speed 1, because Need for Speed 1 is set on the locations that are more real, and Need for Speed 2 it's like unrealistic at this way. I understand that there is a better support, but I feel that Need for Speed 1 was quite better actually. Put it in comment if you agree with me. Especially I like Need for Speed 1 Special Edition, which has improved soundtracks, and I really think that was even better to look at it. Even the 3DFX, of course, it's much more nicer. There is the snow and everything, but my personal opinion is that Need for Speed 1 was better. Of course, I think you probably know that if you are using 3DFX, you don't have the dashboard, because they couldn't solve the problem that the dashboard isn't simply the 3D. So you have just two cameras on the Need for Speed 2. Okay, so I think that's enough for Need for Speed. I forgot to show you the information regarding onboard graphics. So there is a chips 69 chips and tech 69000. You can choose the output for CRT or LCD or both. So it has got 2 megabytes of RAM, so if I will choose a high resolution, it will automatically drop to 256 colors. But I think this is really suitable even for this gaming. And what I will do now, I will simply just a little bit overclock this machine. So even it's onboard and it's industrial computer, you can overclock it. Okay, so just now I will overclock this PC. So just now the PC is overclocked to 450 MHz. The FSB is no longer 33 MHz but like 37. So we will see what it will do to the performance of the machine. And as you can see in the whetstone parameter, it overpowered the Pentium to 450 MHz. So it's really comparable even when it's overclocked. Also, if I will put the multimedia CPU media benchmark, it will be quite powerful. At this time it's almost similar to Pentium 2 450 MHz. And once more I will try the memory benchmark. As you can see, because the memory is overclocked as well, the speed is higher than Pentium 2 with BX chipset. Okay, so that's about benchmarking. When I checked, because I have the PC is in the garage where it's just now about 12 or 13 degrees of the Celsius, and the CPU temperature is 22.9. So even when it's benchmarking, it's quite cold though. And that's all I wanted to say for this video. So I will cover it back. So even if you have like old industrial computer that many company will throw away, so I think it's pretty usable for retro gaming. And actually I think it's it will last longer than standard PC because it's made like industrial grade. So theoretically this should be better than the standard PC. I have it for more than several years and I never experienced any kind of problem on this PC. So that's it, and see you in the next video when I will compare the cards, the 3D cards that I found in the scrapyard. See you, bye.